Good morning to all of you. I'm Edna D. Mendoza, a Deputy Public School Teacher 3 at Tanawan City Integrated High School Senior High School Department. I'm handling the ABM subjects for 3 years, and currently I passed the National Certificate 3 in Bookkeeping under the TESDA, and currently I'm pursuing a master's degree in educational management through the Open University of PUP Santa Mesa. And my recent study is about the modular learning modality, the case of ABM learners. The year 2020 has been a remarkable moment globally, in which the Philippines has been a summit of hardship as the COVID-19 continues to devastate the country's economy, health, culture, and education. And the United Nations challenged all the government agencies to ensure that there should be a continuity of learning. And the Department of Education provides two-step order for the adoption of Basic Education Learning Continuity Plan for school year 2020-2021. And on the academic year 2021-2022, students in the ABM grade 12 preferred the modular distance learning with 86%, and while 14% for open online distance learning. So the accounting teachers would like to identify the proper management of learning that is anchored in dialogue, structure, and autonomy that would serve us as a strategic plan in improving the curriculum instruction. The present study aimed to describe the case of ABM learners' utilization of the modular learning modality in North District of Tanawan City. Problem 1. How are the contents of the modules communicated to the learners? Problem 2. How are the modules designed to attain the desired learning competencies? Problem 3. How do the participants manage their learning? Distance learning is chiefly anchored in the theory of transactional distance theory of Michael G. Moore. It is a psychological construct of three important variables in distance learning: dialogue, structure, and autonomy. The study focused on the set criteria: grade 12 ABM learners, 15 students for 2 sections, who have attained the average of 85 to 87, and 18 years old, so that they are vulnerable in the interpretation of results. This study utilized qualitative case study methodology to explore or describe the circumstances of grade 12 ABM learners. This chapter shows the results of the study. During the interview, the matrix displayed the narrative extracts from the transcribed responses of the participants, as well as the initial codes that aid in developing a team. The discussion is supported by related literature and studies and information provided by the key informants for better analysis and interpretation of the results. So for Matrix 1, participants' description of the contents of accounting modules, these two sets of descriptions will serve as initial codes such as difficult to understand and facilitative. That's why the researcher assigned the team as complicated but useful. Gonzalez 2015 claims that TEPED quickly completed factual, computational, clerical, printing, and typographical modules. With the commitment made, the Department of Education will find and correct these mistakes. This was also proved in the study of Dangle et al. 2020, where 90% of the learners had difficulty accomplishing the task in the module. For Matrix 2, participants' description and teachers' assistance to the learners to understand the accounting concepts. The following initial codes were found: explaining further the lessons in the ABM modules, assisting learners through social media platforms, uses online resources, and follow-ups. So the researcher drafted a team explaining the lessons in the ABM modules. According to the study of Perdana et al. 2020, the increased active involvement of students in the learning process that results from the use of social media is very beneficial and will ultimately affect the learning outcomes. Matrix 3, participants' description and teachers' comment and feedback on students' performance and learning condition. 2 initial codes were generated, communicated the results and scores, and provide the learning status. So the researcher developed the team teachers' feedback. This is supported in the Mendoza et al. 2023 in their statement that the amount of information provided to the learner about what they need to do to close knowledge gaps limited feedback effectiveness. Matrix 4, participants' description of the accounting modules content, learning activities, and learning they have acquired. 4 codes were generated: functional, challenging, do research, and provide analytical skills. So the researcher produced the team challenging and engaging module contents. This is in line with the study of Boatwright 2020, who described that accounting is the skeleton of business and financial proficiency. Matrix 5. Participants' description and assistance given in learning accounting through modular distance learning modality. The following codes were generated. The family explains the lesson. Classmates, friends, teachers meet to compute and analyze. Teacher sent a recorded video. Self-learning, use textbook, search online. So the researcher arrived at the theme, supportive teachers, fears, and family. Based on the key informant, Mrs. Kinney, a master teacher 2 in senior high school department, stated that supportive teachers, peers, and family members create a network of encouragement, guidance, and assistance for an individual. Matrix 6. Participants' descriptions of the effectiveness of modular learning approach. 2 codes were generated, ineffective because self-paced learning is difficult, effective because self-study is manageable. The researcher came up with the theme, relatively effective modules. Therefore, according to Ambayan 2020, the modular learning approach is effective when students achieve competencies through personalized learning and focus on a specific area to improve because it allows them to learn at their own pace. Matrix 7. Participants' description on their learning competencies through modular approach. So the following codes are generated: prepare financial statement, problem solving, analysis skill, learn to follow procedures. And the researcher came up with the following theme, development of financial and problem solving skills. This is supported by the study of Boatwright 2020, who said that accounting is the skeleton of the business and financial proficiency. Matrix 8. Participants' description and strategies when studying accounting. So the following codes were generated: understand the basic, practice and solve problems actively, seek clarification, utilize supplementary resources, and time management. So the researcher came up with the theme, self-directed learning strategy. Key informants, Mrs. Sarmiento, an accounting teacher, revealed that when questioned about how to learn the accounting subject, remember that effective time management involves finding a balance between study commitments and other aspects of your life. Matrix 9. Participants' assessment of their learning and experiences through modular distance learning. The following codes were generated: difficult but manageable, achieved through perseverance. Assessment in modules helps students to learn even studying at home. Learning is challenging but fulfilling. So the researcher assigned the theme, challenging but manageable self-learning experiences. The answers patterns corroborate this, consistent with Hill's 2016 assertion regarding students' experiences in evaluating the learning. He discovered that explicit encouragement is necessary for students to perform self-evaluation. Summary of findings, conclusions, and recommendations. Participants described the accounting modules as difficult to understand yet facilitative. Participants described that the accounting module's content was beneficial for comprehending and applying the topics to real-life situations. They acknowledged that they faced challenges while studying the module content and activities, but they emphasized the value of mastering the basics of accounting. Access to supportive resources including teachers, peers, and family who offered explanation and assisted in understanding the modules contributed to the students' learning experiences. However, they mentioned that the modular learning approach in accounting modules with contrasting opinions on its effectiveness. The use of accounting modules was identified as complicated but ultimately beneficial. Thus, effective communication from teachers regarding feedback and learning status is crucial for supporting student growth and development. Education must involve higher-order thinking skills for students to develop their critical thinking, problem-solving, and independent learning skills. Likewise, self-directed learning empowers individuals to take control of their learning journey. The Department of Education, specifically in Calabarzon area, should provide the modules, especially in specialist subjects like accounting. The teachers should provide additional support or offer flexible learning pathways to improve their understanding of accounting concepts. The teachers should encourage open communication channels for students to seek assistance, clarifications, and feedback on their learning progress. They should emphasize the importance of assessments as valuable learning opportunities. They should promote self-assessment and reflection by incorporating regular assessments within the modules and encouraging students to evaluate their progress and understanding. The study results will be valuable and adaptable in the succeeding school year in the event of an emergency crisis, providing continuity of education and enhanced accessibility. Thank you for listening. This is Edna Mendoza, Master in Education Management 2023.